everybody, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Caleb.
Brothers.
And today we like to talk about Matthew 25 and the parable of the 10 virgins. Josh, what are you laughing about?
Nothing at all. I'm sorry, I thought there was 72.
That's a different story. 10 virgins are also bridesmaids. And many of you have heard the story about these bridesmaids that light the way for the bride to meet the bridegroom. They didn't know when the bridegroom was coming. Some of them weren't prepared with oil in their lamps, and half of them were shut out of the wedding feast. We know that that wedding feast is the marriage supper of the Lamb. And we've been taught in churches that those bridesmaids, those virgins, represent us as believers.
But what if that's not exactly what was intended by that scripture?
The Jewish telling of the story really takes into perspective that the bride is the bride of Christ. Then who are those 10 virgins? They are Jewish people. This is a Jewish telling, Jesus answering the Jews when they asked him in Matthew 24, what will be the sign of the end of time and the end of your return? So Jesus was telling them, this is what you'll see. And so you have those 10 virgins that they were called to be a light unto the Gentiles. We see that in Isaiah 49:6.
So wait. So if the Jews were called to be a light to, you mean like witnessing?
Witnessing. Jews were meant to be witnesses.
I have never seen a Jew witness. I've seen Gentiles witness, and it's terrifying. They got signs and all kinds of slogans. But no, I haven't. How come I haven't seen that?
Well, I asked a friend of the ministry, Avi Lipkin, that same question, and he answered me and said, during the time of the Roman occupation of Judea, that Jews were outlawed from proselytizing, from speaking about their God to others under penalty of death. So the rabbis wrote this into their laws that you can't go witnessing.
And so it still happens today that way?
Unfortunately, it does. But we as Jewish people need to take that mantle back up. We need to preach to everyone, not just our brethren, but to others about the good news of Messiah, that he has come. We know the 144,000 are going to do that during the Great Tribulation. But what's stopping us from doing that now?
Exactly. This is the thing. We were all put here for a purpose and for a reason. And for that reason alone, we should step out and we should witness and share the good news. There's many different things we're called to do, but there could not be anything more important than sharing the good news of Yeshua.
So you non-Jewish believers, you Gentiles may ask yourself, what does this have to do with you? Well, you can take this story and apply it to your life personally. And it's kind of scary when you do, because you're wondering, when the trumpet sounds and the shofar blows, will the entire church be emptied? Will all the pews be emptied and all the believers go up? Yeshua says in the Bible, many will come to me in that day and say, Lord, Lord, did we not cast out demons in your name, heal the sick in your name, and do many wonders in your name? And he'll say to them, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you. So what does making a believer, what does it really mean to be a believer? In your heart, is it just acknowledging that God exists? James 2:19 says, even the demons believe God is who he is and they tremble at his name. So it takes more than just believing and acknowledging God's existence. You have to surrender your life to him. Every part of your life. You have to receive him into your heart, and he has to be the Lord over everything that you do.
Don't hold on. You're not a good Lord of your life. I promise you that. No one is. But when you give it over to him, everything that he designed you to be is going to come to fruition, and you're going to be a benefit not just to your life, but to the lives around you that you were designed to reach. This spinner has designed to stop, to tell me I shouldn't talk anymore, and I'm going to listen, because that's his purpose. But we love you, and we want to see you again very soon.
We're looking forward to it.
It's the internet. You can see us anytime. That's so amazing.
Goodbye.